All right, what's up, y'all? Nuggets at noon. Today is Wednesday. It is the 25th of June. And I want to talk about this woman, B. Simmone. B. Simmone is a woman that has thrusted herself back into social media because of karma, if you will. But as a nerd, as a person that's successful, as a 56-year-old, I got to travel around social media in the past couple of days and watch other content creators come up with other interviews that this woman has done in her extremely short span of success. And as a nerd, I can look at where this woman has gone wrong. I can look at and decipher, as a person that was successful all his life, as a person that had always had more money than the average person all my life. Listen, in 1987, minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. In 1987. In 1984, I was making $7 an hour. In 1984. I was working with a man named Mr. Montgomery, rest in peace, may he. And he had houses in New Jersey, he had houses in Philly. And he hired this very young kid who was a mathematical genius by way of, I could build stuff. So he used to buy houses. And he hired me to help him fix it. Yep, me. A 15-year-old kid. That's another story. I'm making this about me. I don't want to. But no, seriously. So check this out. What if I told y'all that B. Simmone never had money? So how could she ever go or be going broke? You see, like I said, when you're successful, you can look at things and say, something ain't right. I'm going to break something that's simple down to y'all to help y'all understand that the woman is never what she claimed to be, simply by the fact that she gained weight. Yeah. See, Nerdmatics, we add things up differently. And if I tell you that if I found a video that woman did, when she did that video with Cameron, not Cameron, Nick Cannon in 2020, and then it's 2025, she gained weight. In addition to that, I found another video where she was talking about how she found a diary from 10 years ago, this year, the video was done this year, from 10 years ago when she was 24 when she wrote it. And she said then at 24 years old, she was trying to get up some money to buy a car. So let me get this straight. In 5 years, you went from scraping up money to buy a car to now shitting on men that have a 9-to-5 and claiming you are something that you're not. Let's take a look at this.
Mess, because I have been in this room weeping, crying. Do you hear me? This is my meditation prayer room. It is an absolute mess, but I've ordered so much stuff off Amazon because I'm redecorating it, reconstructing it. And if y'all want to see the details of that, it's on my YouTube. I've been vlogging the whole journey, but I found my journal and my diary from 2014. It's literally the 10-year anniversary this month. My first journal entry was September 19th, 2014. I'm going to read y'all some of this, and this is why writing and manifesting and putting it down and writing down the vision and making it plain is so important. I'm literally going to do a whole podcast episode on this because I want to read a lot of this, but I'm going to share a little bit with y'all. My first
Real quick before she does, I am all for manifesting and praying and trusting God and having faith. up to a certain extent, because I feel like a lot of times they use that to avoid accountability. You still have to put in the work. You still have to humble yourself. You still have to have gratitude. You still have to do the work to get your desires. And if you don't deserve your desires, you're not going to get your desires. So I remember when she came out with her little manifestation book and whatever, and the results of her life right now is proof that speaking about it and writing it down is not enough.
What that woman said was so correct. I didn't know about B. Simmone when I did the video. Today is Wednesday when I did the video Monday. I didn't know too much about her. I thought maybe she was famous. I thought maybe she was a movie star and she got a check. And the way she was talking, she was gurgitating a lot of this status, as I'm telling y'all here today, she never had. She's not going broke. She never had money in the first place. If you think that being a content creator or a social media star is the big thing, Tommy Sotomayor don't have a grip on social media like he had back in 2015. I had 15,000 subscribers, and I had one live stream one time where I had 300 people on my live. I don't have that now. The Angry Man is a big figure, not as big as he was before. Sansaray, she was bigger than she is now. Everybody had their highs, and then they don't low out, but they kind of play out. And what happens is other people come in and then you get bumped. But in this video, this woman is talking about something that she did in 2014. And you'll hear her say that she was getting up money to buy a car and she was going to move to Atlanta and she was going to be a millionaire. But she didn't say, I'm a millionaire. She said, I live in $1 million condo. I don't know anybody that lives in $1 million condo that then turn around and claim that that is proof that they are indeed a millionaire. I've never heard this before. But this is what this now 35-year-old is selling y'all as I made it. I spoke this into existence and I made it. It's one thing to say I got a talent and this is why I make money. I make money off of my services and talent. I went to school, I learned things, now I'm selling that. This woman, now I understand now, she's just simply selling inspiration. And nobody is buying it now. Let's look at more at the video.
/universe. Y'all, when I write now, I say /Jesus. I don't know nothing about no universe. But this was where I was back then, okay? Don't judge me.
Whenever they hit the wall, they always turn spiritual. It's like clockwork.
September 19th, 2014. Dear God /universe. Today I woke up early. It's going to be a busy day. Marie, that's my friend Pharaoh, who I'm still friends with, is flying in from ATL, and I have to get my hair done and get some hair for her before she gets here. I was going to work today or tomorrow at Baby Dolls. That is the strip club I used to work at. I was a waitress there. But I don't have time. I have so much to do before I go to LA Sunday. I'm going to LA for my friend's birthday. I just got back from ATL. I was there for 3 weeks, and man, it was the best trip. It was so good. I'm moving there in 3 weeks. I just have to get a car because Baby Red won't make it. Baby Red was my first car, y'all.
So in 2014, she was working at a strip club as a waitress. And she was saving up some money to get a car. 5 years later, she didn't sign a mega $1 million deal, right? This is what I'm getting at. 5 years later, because I'm thinking when I first met her, she was somebody that signed a mega deal. So it puts you very high up and then you get to, you're in a different space. You're talking different. She didn't sign a $1 million deal. She don't have a media company or something that she employs anybody that I've heard of. She just went into this thing and she sold inspiration talk. And then start talking crazy. I'm trying to tell y'all, she ain't going broke. she never had money. You know why? Listen, I've been successful all my life. And once again, you don't go broke and then make all these claims, or you don't have a rough patch and make all these claims. And I'm going to do another video. The reason why she's so comfortable with telling everybody her current situation, she thinks she's loved. She thinks everybody's going to come to her rescue. That's the fight or flight mode. That's when you're at that stage. Let's get back to the video.
So by the time I get back from LA, I can pack it up with my clothes and just go. I want to be in ATL by Marie's birthday, which is October 4th. After I move to Atlanta, my career is going to flourish. We are going to shoot a few IG commercials to promote what's coming. I want to take off, and I want me and Marie's friendship to be good. I want my career to flourish. I want to be a multi-millionaire, and I want to move to ATL in 3 weeks. I want to be financially stable, and I want a new reliable car. I want me and Marie's partnership to grow rapidly. That's all for today. I'm spreading love. Think positive thoughts. Braylon Simmone Greenfield. Y'all, write. Please write. If you don't follow my podcast, go follow Let's Try This Again podcast, because I'm going to do a whole episode on the journal entries in this diary, in this journal. It is mind-blowing, the stuff I was writing. Write, manifest, pray, write it down. This is mind-blowing to me. That was just the first journal entry. I just love that girl. I was 24 years old. I'm 34 now. She was so ambitious. She believed so hard. She had so much faith. And I just fight every day to still be that girl. But I know when I move to ATL, my career is going to flourish. I want to be a multi-millionaire and be financially stable. Baby, the fact that I'm living in $1 million condo right now.
What?
Listen, y'all. Y'all can be fooled by the fluff of that nonsense if you want to. I don't know this woman, but here's what I'm gonna say. She's not a multimillionaire, and she don't own that mansion, because if she did, she would have said it. Words means everything. The way you word things says it all. And she didn't say, I own this $1 million condo. And by the mere fact that, once again, she owns a condo, she lives in a condo, just tells me a lot. But I want y'all to take a look at this interview she did.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like,
he can't
clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I
be
think
Simmone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business.
Now, that video right there was in 2020, right? If you see her face then, it was smaller. If you see her face now, she looks like, she claims she's 35. She looks like she's 45. She looked like she aged. She looked like, you see this right around here around her jawline? She looked like she got that old, fat, old people pudge. I'm 56. I don't have that. But she claims she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning. She said, no, I get up at 3 o'clock every morning. Here's an individual that went from scrapping to get a car. And you heard the way she worded everything. We're going to do some IG commercials. Everybody else just call them. I'm gonna do some IG. I'm gonna do some videos and put them on Instagram. She relabels and recategorizes things that everybody do to put it in a higher perspective and standard where you can understand it, so it can be understood differently, so it can be looked at differently, so the light can reflect off it differently. But this is what happens when the sisterhood says, oh, women is this and women is that, and you simply, once a woman does something, it recategorizes them in this. This is what happens. Listen, I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to do another video on this individual and why she's so comfortable with coming out and telling everybody. I'll do that tomorrow in my Nuggets at noon. Then we're going to get off this fraud, okay? But the reason why, once again, this woman is saying that she's going broke. She ain't going broke, y'all. She was always broke. She was always broke. People that are successful don't talk like that. People that are successful can get on. Let me show y'all something. Now I'm going to show y'all something right quick. I'm successful. I've been successful all my life. I have a Nissan Leaf parked outside. These glasses that I got on, I got them from the VA hospital. They cost me $15. You see me wearing them all the time, don't you? But I also have a $900 pair of Cazal glasses. These glasses right here are exclusive for my BMW 850. Then I have a $700 pair of glasses, Cazal glasses. These are exclusive for my BMW Z4. They're aviators. They got lenses on the side. So when the top is down, air can't spin around and get in my eyes. That's just success. Not bragging. It's just success. You don't have to always say, when I eat at Ruth Chris. When I gotta always shop at Bloomingdale's. When you are successful, you don't talk like that. Women have an unfortunate habit, women of color, let me make it clear. Women of color have a habit of every time you question them, they have to sprinkle and talk about their success. There's a woman going around, I'm gonna end it with this. There's a woman going around called the Trucking Guru. Let me show y'all how this woman did an interview. I want y'all to look at her backdrop. Take a look at this.
You still uphold that you made over $100 million at the bare minimum 4 years ago. Is that correct?
Oh, 1,000%, honey.
Okay. And okay, go ahead.
I would like to educate you and your followers real quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm successful. I got a $700 banner as my drop on a backdrop for my wall. I'm wearing glasses that I got for $15 at the VA hospital. Her backdrop is full of a makeshift shelving system with a whole bunch of bags on it. Take a look again. I know people that got money and they got like a closet set up. This looks like some type of shelving set. You see that piece of wood right there that look like they put that. That's what you want to be at your backdrop? You want to do your interview in front of that? This is how you can tell B. Simmone and women like that, they don't have the money that they claim they have. That woman right there, I'm going to do a video about her. She says she got 140 trucks. She says she made 100 million while at the same time getting evicted from her home. So like B. Simmone, you live in a $100,000 condo. You ain't saying nothing about owning it. And that woman with 140 trucks made over 100 million. You don't own your house neither. But yet, I'm successful. I own my home. I got $1,000 pair of glasses. But I can do a video with a $15 pair of glasses on. I'm gonna end it with this, y'all. B. Simmone ain't going broke. She never had money in the first place. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Share this video.